Alright? So how do I know El He is supposed to be El He and not El Hey? And what does that mean anyway in the Hebrew? Well, he means she, and hey kind of means behold, right? Behold God or God behold, right? But either way. Now the problem is, there are other gods in Israel, including Baal, and they're referred to as gods too, in the Hebrew, whether plural or singular. And now the definition is always 40-30 easily, in Strong's Concordance of the Bible. But even Satan refers to gods in the plural sense, right? When speaking to Eve, right? To trick her into committing the sin with him, right? They both weren't to commit, but did. And you're denying that a fruit tree can't make you ashamed of your nudity either, huh? Right? Moses knows that too. You think he don't? Are you incredibly naive like the men following you or teaching you? Because you're trying to make him forget what he's doing. But he remembers every day. I know that. Because you're sinning and he's helping God to save you. Right. Now, there's several lies in what Satan says to Eve. And Elohim is one of them. I know. Elohim is God's plural. And the thing is, it's spelled with a Y or without a Y. Right? With an H or without an H. With an M or without an M. Right? And it's also spelled with two H's. Right? Like L-A-A. Which has been interpreted by Jeremiah to mean to her. When referring to the Queen of Heaven, right? Now, Ashtaroth, right, and Baal are male and female deities made in the image of mankind, right? But God says in Deuteronomy 4:15 and on, right? Read it if you want to, right? That you shall make no similitude in the likeness of male or female, right? Which again if Jesus has the male and female both one in him, right? The Jew and the Gentile, the bond and the free, and through him many are one, right? It's also physically in his body, right? And Constantine, your emperor, is why you think God is male only. Worship Emperor Constantine's image if you want. As for me and my house, we serve the invisible, neither male nor female God. But both. So you can't mediate between the male and female unless you're kind of 50-50 both, right? A mediator is not a mediator of one, though, but God is one. Do you not get that? Or has Emperor Constantine and the Orthodox totally brainwashed you against the knowledge of God, as Satan is using them to? Now, but from Genesis 1 on, God is called Elohim, right? As well. Elohim is used the most in reference to God, and is plural, as well. From chapter 1, verse 1 on. Now, listen to what it says about a thief, though, for a minute. If the thief is seized while tunneling, and he is beaten to death, there is no blood guilt. In his case, right? If the sun has risen on him, there is blood guilt in that case, right? He must make restitution, though. If he lacks the means, he shall be sold for his theft, right? But if what he stole, whether ox or ass or sheep, is found alive in his presence, he shall pay double. Now, but the question is, right? A thief, like I said, doesn't deserve grace either. That's what that's showing you, though. Ain't there a little grace in the law? Right. Two. Now, if you catch someone in the act, right, Unless you're entrapping them, you can't entrap people either, right? Someone who's trying to find a girlfriend in Georgia can be with this girl 16 and older, since that's the age of consent in Georgia, right? It's not 18 like in California or New York, right? It's 16. And some people can't even picture a man of a certain age even being with an 18-year-old, right? Or a 23-year-old, right? But you have someone. Usually if a man's doing that, he's having problems in the dating world, right? And part of that problem is you're not letting him find somebody without interference, right? I know. And the problem is the interference is the problem. Even gods of silver or gold, though, getting back to the topic, or stone, right? It don't matter what you make a god's image into, right? Usually they're male or female as well. This is a sin, right? Two. Now, when God said, "Ye shall have no other gods before it," it uses a different spelling here. El, he, ek. Though it does use Elohim as well. Further down. Now, Yahuwah El Hiak, it says. Asher Ha Va Sa Diak. So Elohim, right? Is gods, right? Even for foreign gods, right? But God itself is also called El-He, right? Now, when the Jews, used their vowel point system, The reason is there isn't no vowels in the original Hebrew. So when you insert a vowel, that can also change the meaning of the word, right? And Yahoo, though you may or may not find it by itself, though that would be Yahoo in the English, right? Though they don't have a J in the Hebrew, right? As mentioned before. But Elohim, or El, is not a man, right? Nor the son of Adam, right? If Christ is born of a woman, he need a man, right? An Alma, no, not a Yolda, impregnated by a man, right? He has no father or mother, right? As Melchizedek, right? And Christ alone is a Melchizedek, Jehovah's Witnesses and Latter-day Saints, right? You're not Melchizedek. You're not his priest. If anyone was allowed to be the priest, it's the Levites. No. And the Romans try to make their leaders priests, right? Yet the priest caste is still Levitical, right? From the God of Israel, right? See, I'm neither for nor against anyone, but have to tell the truth, right? Now, even when referring, though, to the foreign deities, Elohim is used, right? Now, the thing is, Ashtaroth, though, is a goddess, right? And you see the same El-He as used by Elijah when running from a woman, Jezebel. Why did he run from Jezebel, though? She's just a woman. But Sabaoth is also feminine, masculine, right? Ain't it? So is Elohim, right? YM, right? Has to do with he, no. And oath, is he, she, no. Do you understand? Right. One is she, he, and one is he, she. Cause ooh, I know. Is who. Who is he? He is she. And is act you're Elohim, right? Yahuwah, God and Goddess, right? Shows you in the word, it's both. Yahuwah Hu He Akkad is also how you can pronounce the divine name in the Hebrew, right? Forwards and backwards, making it a palindrome, right? Now, the thing is, whether you read it forwards or backwards, it says the same thing, too, right? Yahuwah Hu He, right? Yahuwah Hu He, right? I know. So that's right. So Yahuwah Hu He, and again Yahuwah Who, ah, who, he. Or the backwards. Just the same as a palindrome, right? Mm-hmm. And if I'm using your divine name and you're not, guess who can save him? Your God, and you not. Even if you're tricking me into sex, I'm not seducing you, you're seducing me. And I'm trying to love you, and you're not trying to love me then. And I feel your temptation, right? But I still behave myself. Are you? Are you? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So, like I said, even in the Hebrew, there's many ways to refer to God, right? More than one. And throughout the Bible, like I said, right, you see that. And in one of them, I kind of wrote the number of the names, right? Right. Elohim is used 29 times, right? Let's see. Elohim 19. Ha Elohim once. That means the gods, right? Elohim 8. All right. Elohim 3. Ha Elohim 2. Right. Ha Elohim 4. Elohim 3. Elohim 4. Elohim 7. Elohim 1. Elohim none. Right. Elohim 2. La Elohim 3. El Shaddai 1. Right. Elohim 5. Adonai once. Adonai twice. Lu or lo means to him, right? Elohim once, la Adonai once, right? El-He twice. Elohim 3 times, ha Elohim once. Right. You want to know how I know? This is how we do. Elohim 12 times, right? I know. But Elohim once, right? Ba Elohim, right? Once, right? Elohim 3 times, right? Ba Elohim, ha Elohim twice, right? Ba Elohim, right? Baha Elohim, no. Right. See, I've been studying for 52 years. Elohim once, Adonai once, Elohim. El-He twice. El-He twice. El-He once, right? Adonai once. El-He twice. Adonai once. Elohim once. It don't look like an old book, too, right? Elahiak. Ha Elohim. I don't know. Vahidi, I don't know. Vahidi, right? I had that down there for some reason. Looks like coffee stains, don't it? Elohim once. Elohim 5. Elohim once. That's in the different passages. Elohim. That one melts. Ha Elohim, Elohim. Va Elohim once, right? Elohim was 5 times though, and the other 2 were once, right? Va Elohi twice. Elohim once. Elhiat once, right? Elhi 4 times. Elhi once, right? Elhi va Lohi. Elohi, right? I don't know. Elohim Ma Han Nu Mahanuth. I don't know. See, I'm studying into the Hebrew right now. For a long time now. Elohim 3, Adonai twice. El once. Elohim Yisrael. La'el. Elohim Ha Elohim. Ba'el. Elhi. El Shaddai. And the name is a strong and mighty tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe. No hashim, no safety. Right? Now, am I not doing it also in a religious setting? Yes. That too. La Elohim. Probably once. Elohim. Ha Elohim. That's the gods, right? And Ha Elohi is the goddesses or the gods, right? Elohim again. Adonai 3 times, right? Ha Elohim. Ha Elhi. Elohim. Ba'el Shaddai. Adonai. Ba Elhi. Elhikim. Elohim. Adonai. Adonai. Ha Elhi. La Adonai, right? Ha Elohim. Ha Elohim. Elhi. Ha Elohim, right? Ha Elohim. Elohim. Shadim, right? Shaddai, right? Elhi, Ha Elohim, Ha Elohim, Ha Va, Va Elohim, and Elohim, right? So Elhi again, Ha Elohim, Elohim, and Va Elohim, right? But you don't know where the vowel points go. That's a guess, right? Ha Elohim, Elohim, right? El he I guess 13. Ha Elohim 4-3. Elohim new once. Elhi ba Elhi Anoki Aya or Haya Elohim Elhinu Ha Elhim Adonai Ha Elhim Elhi La Lohim La Lo he knew, right? I know. Elohim Adonai Elhikim the Elohim, right? Ha-El Shaddai. That's the El Shaddai, right? Elhi one, Elohim one, right? La El Hikim El Hikim El Hinu El He Elhim El He El Hikim Sabaoth Ha El U Ha Elohim, right? That would mean God to him, right? Yeshuath, that's salvations. That's in Exodus. Ha Elohim, Eli, Elhi, Ha Elim, Elhiak. No. Study to show yourself to prove unto God. Elohim. Oh, sorry. Elohim, La Elohim, Ha Elohim. Right. Though the low would be no. That's also calls the pure spirit, then, though. Elohim, Ha Elohim, right? Ha Elohim, right? Elhiak. That's because I've underlined them all. That you did. Ha Elohim 1, right? See. Elohim 2, Ha Elohim 2, La Elohim 1. However, I'm just showing you, right? Elohim, you think Ha Adon, Ha Elhiak, Ha Elhikim, Elhim, Elhi, Elohim. Ha Elohim, right. Now, what I did there is I went through the whole Bible and wrote out all the names, right, in the Hebrew and how they interpreted it according to Strong's Concordance of the Bible. Mm-hmm. And that was a long time ago. Can't tell. That's why I can't forget. My God. So you forget it, don't you? You won't say its name, will you? You're unworthy, too. Said you and your rabbi. My God. Your man is betraying you by letting you down, right? And acting like you're not worthy to use Hashim, right? Which is simply Yahuwah, who he, God. You know what that means, right? We are all one in the firstborn of every creature, Christ Jesus. And he is the first and the last, the male and the female, who are one in him, and him alone, right? Satan is trying to divide himself with the other fallen angels. That's why you're half corrupted, right? Scientists, and want to fix it yourself. Through DNA testing and all that, now that you found out how God made you, you still deny it made you and want to do crazier things. Right? And acting like they're sane when they're not. They're science fiction, right? And you don't care. Mm-hmm. Well, if people are bullies now, and you give them more strength and speed, they can kill other people. And they too got free will. That's what we mean, right? First, deal with these problems you got, right? Figure out what you're doing wrong. And stop doing it. Right. What the Bible says, right? Then you can help someone else out, or go to Mars, or go somewhere else. But if you can't fix the problems here, you're just bringing them to Mars too, right? You get me, right? I'm not saying you can't go to Mars, right? That ain't what I'm saying. I'm saying you plan on leaving the people there. And they all have to be perfect, right? To make it work. Yet nobody's perfect to make it work, right? When you bring a human somewhere, you got to deal with the faults of that human, right? And that's any human. Even my wife has faults, right? But so did I. The difference is I'm trying to stay out of trouble, and it seems like he's trying to get me in trouble. She needs to stop that too, right? She knows if I was that bad, she wouldn't even marry me. But I'm trying to help her see what she did wrong first. Then she can cast the accusation. Right. If I did anything wrong, right? If I didn't do nothing wrong, right? You can't convict me no matter how much you want to, because as a step parent, I have legal responsibilities too with my stepdaughter, right? Now, if you can prove illegal activity, right, beyond all reasonable doubt, because you're making it a crime, right, go ahead. But if you can't, I didn't do what you thought I was doing, right? So you're not supposed to know. She's not supposed to send videos of it, if they exist or not, around or not around. But I know myself, if she did. And I know what I would do and why I had to do it, right? And if she's editing the video, she did more to me than I knew as well. She might have even attacked me to make it look like her daughter was having sex with me, but if I'm unconscious, right, that can't happen. But that's her trying to make a case when there was no case. And she's being the thief and the robber. Not me, not him. She's trying to steal her own daughter's innocency. It would seem that way, wouldn't it? Not Shane. Shane don't do that, right? He never thought of doing that with the child, right? That's not even part of his thought patterns, right? His thought patterns is towards Jesus and God. Because even though you don't believe in them, he does. Right? And sometimes God has to raise the tares with the wheat. Even if there are a few wheat left. And you're all that and like your tares, right? The problem with the tear is it won't emit. It's a tear. And though guess who made the tear? From the grass of the field. Guess who makes it grow thorns, right? And thistles, right? Satan. But we can all repent, even Satan, right? That's why your enemy includes him. You gotta love him too, right? You can't undo him by just stomping him under your feet. You gotta do it in love. You gotta do it in love. Because even Satan has to be related to Jesus somehow, idiot, right? And you won't get that. When David says, I have said ye are gods, no. Why does he say, but ye shall fall like men and die like one of the princes, right? Which Christ used as well in John 10, right? When they were accusing him of claiming to be God, right? And he said, I am the Son of God. What's your problem? I'm also your Messiah, he said to the woman at the well. But you don't want to receive him. Because his message you have to be worthy of, right? Now, those going to him believed in him, right? Those who don't believe him are the same as they were before they even heard of him, right? That's how it works, I know. Now, here's the thing, little girl. If you're in a wheelchair, Jesus forgives you for believing that you are injured, right? Like with me, I got out of bed despite my injury. You can too. Our little boy. But they're unbelievers. They believe in evolution. You can't believe in evolution and serve God, right? There aren't no mixed morals here, right? Like you try to, like I said, right? But I'm trying to work with gay people a little bit more, right? Because of the population move, right? You done jumped the 7 billion people. Judge not, lest ye be judged applies to gay people too, right? As long as they're waiting to the age of consent, which is better, right? That's what I'm trying to teach everybody. The age of consent is 16 or 18, right? Once you reach that age, no one can stop you from having sex, right? But once you reach that age, you're responsible for every partner you're with, right? And you're to do it in love, not lust. You're to try to treat the person right, not wrong, right? Like I said, in any relationship. Don't be argumentative about it. If you're not happy, stop the relationship as well and move on. Ain't that what I'm really trying to show you? We're all sinners. There's no man or woman who after the fall that sinneth not, right? And we're all born in sin. Even David said so, right? And sin, the great sin, right? Now, like I told you, Most people who want an abortion that are females probably don't believe in Jesus anyway, and you can't force your religion on them, right? That's in your Constitution too, Congress. You shall make no law regarding religion to force people to do what you want them to do, right? That went out with the shit and meat trials. Which is, again, why they made the separation of church and state a priority, right? Because the church is sometimes trying to force people to do things their way. And even David's child with Bathsheba, the first one, died, right? The rest were okay. But they still were under the sin of David, right? Solomon had 1,000 wives, by the way. Worse than David, right? But still, why do you call someone your concubine? Like the Levite and his concubine, right? You're having sex with the person, right? And a concubine differs from a wife, because like with Leah and Rachel, Zilpah and Bilhah were both maids to them, right? But Jacob also had sex with us, 4 women, right? Yeah, he got upset because Reuben later on and Bilhah developed a relationship and they had sex too, right? And because he's a carnal man too, of course he's upset about it, but still he didn't do nothing but disown him a little bit, right? Yeah, you get mercy, right, when you show mercy, right? That's what Moses means as well. Rachel was supposed to be the one he wanted anyway, yet he accepted Leah, Bilhah, and then Zilpah, which each one was the maid, right, of the girls, right? And the only one who tricked Jacob was his own carnality, right? His own carnal mind. But we forgive him. Why? Right? It's part of human nature now, right? To make mistakes, right? To err is human, to forgive divine. Ain't you heard that? Right? But you don't want to be divine. You want to stay human and be condemned. But Satan taught you condemnation. When you put a prisoner in prison and don't try to rehabilitate him, you're making him worse, not better, right? But if you try to rehabilitate him and give him something he can do when he gets out, he's less likely to repeat offend, right? But if you put him in and you bring him out as he went in, he's the same person. He's more likely to reoffend, right? Well, that's any man, white or black, no matter your race, right? No matter your color, no matter your gender, right? Even women, right? Commit crimes in the carnality of their humanity, right? And when you're being human, you're just acting like an animal, right? More than a spiritual being, but God knows what happened, right? Rest assured, he's trying to save you, and not condemn you, But what are we doing now? We're trying to condemn each other. We don't even want to know what we're doing wrong, right? That's how bad this gets. But it's never too late.